Hello, all of you Vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to City Skylines. A little bit of a different intro. We didn't do the cinematic camera mainly because I forgot. And of course, we're taking a look at the Campus DLC, which means only one thing, that we are going to build some more industry. Because, I mean, the campus is doing fine. The campus isn't doing fine. Apparently, the trade school bookstore burned down. That's just sad. Where can I put that big, lovely, massive building? This guy. Disaster response unit. A little bit of noise pollution comes out of him, though. I guess I could throw him in right here. I wouldn't zone right next to that, and yeah, I can make that work. The only thing is, I mean, such a big building. I don't know that it looks right there. I guess it's about the same height as the buildings nearby. Okay, there we go. Any burned down buildings will now be searched for. Whoa, camera. For survivors. Wow, we have a lot of traffic right here. I guess it's mainly parked cars. It seems like they're still having trouble getting out of that lane there. Did we slow down this roundabout? No, we did not. Let's do that. Let's slow the roundabout down to like 60 and increase the speed on this road to 70. So they're going kind of fast when they get up to it. They're a little bit faster than those guys. In fact, let's go a little bit slower on the roundabout. You're supposed to be able to hold down shift and it does a whole section. I have yet to figure out how to get that to work on those. So, yeah, a lot of traffic in this area. I mean, it moves once it gets a chance to get going, but these guys just don't get a chance to get out there. I wonder if the roundabout needs to be a little bit bigger. That is a possibility. A lot of pedestrians, but that's not our problem as pedestrians. It's everybody else. Oh, that's right. We also have the pedestrian pathway. I forgot about that. Okay, so good. They searched that. I can rebuild it. Now we can go build more industry. So what I'm thinking is we kind of have this natural area here. I thought that'd be kind of cool for ore industry. If I can't get, like, maybe flatten off the area here in the center and make this actually look like a quarry with an entrance in and out. Like maybe that's the old building that led up to it or something. So what I'd like to do is see about flattening it out here. Flatten it out here. Awesome. Good choice, Brandon. So like from about the same spot as this guy, flatten all of this out here. I mean, I know it's a huge cut out of this hill, but that's okay because quarries do that. In fact, I'll probably even bring it more over here. Make like a big edge. I mean, we want plenty of space for the extractors. The other buildings can stay outside out here. That's not as big of a deal, honestly. Maybe we should... There we go. Yeah, we can keep leveling off here. It's not as big of a deal for the buildings outside to be up and down on the roads a little bit. But I think inside the quarry, you would want a nice flat surface. I wonder if I shouldn't go even a little bit bigger. Like back to here. Just make a really big quarry here. There we go. And I may even do like some really steep like roads up the side, like big ramps that go up, and put some of the actual processing buildings on top. In fact, let's just go ahead and just make a mess of all of this here. I don't know how big the ore buildings are. I've never done an ore industry. Well, I have, but it's been a while. And then let's level this next section off to about here. And we'll bring that up as a big area that they have flattened out of this lovely picturesque mountainside. I normally don't do a lot of train editing, but I think for what we're going for out here, it kind of fits to have it just really chopped up. Like, we'll leave this little edge here alone. Probably go ahead and extend this out a little. Whoops. Extend this out a little more. Just to connect over here. We've got a nice big section to work with. And then we can get a road around the backside there. Interestingly enough, it's not the quarry that I'm going to build today. It's something else. But I wanted to get it done while I was thinking about it for the terrain here. And then we'll go another level. Not quite as high right here. Sorry I got quiet there. Had a bit of a sneeze fit. It happens. So maybe we can even put, like, the main building, like, up here or something. I don't know. Just, like, overlooking everything right next to these rocks. I think that'd be kind of cool. Something like... Let's get a good industrial-looking road up here. Or maybe these really ugly ones. Where are they? There they are. So, like, if we do something like that... Oh, I've got to paint the industry zone first. Oh, there just happens to be ore there, too. Honestly, I didn't know there was ore out here. I was just kind of picking a spot that I was going to add ore, because I have a mod that does that. My only concern is with this being so far back is that we might run into problems with traffic and getting to work and everything. But what I might be able to do is extend... I'm planning on extending this little town out. It's like going to get... I know we went bigger, but now it's going to get smaller going out this way. And then it's going to be just a little bit up against the trees here. So, you know, they could have a road that gets them some employees that way. So this is currently the Myrtle Complex. And it's going to be an ore industry. I mean, we can just do, like, the ore main building, like, right there next to those rocks. And I think that looks fantastic. We're not going to do anything else with that for now. I literally just wanted to get that built and then move on. But is this costing me money? Yeah, it's costing me money. For now, we turn you off. There we go. What I'm looking at doing, though, is bringing the trees on out to up here, having a road coming off the roundabout, a bridge over there, and then having a section for forestry, and then bringing this road down to a roundabout about here, bringing an intersection here, maybe another roundabout. It just depends on how the traffic goes. But then having that as a second way across, so they've got a couple different ways across. And then I may even bring a bridge over to here. In fact, where do these roads want to connect that I have right here? What are you? 4-lane road. You are these guys, right? Yeah, you're these guys. So where do you naturally want to connect? Right there. And then you want to connect right there. Neither one of those places are ideal. That road does not look straight at all. It's not. I don't know how that happened. Now it is. So maybe instead of doing that, we could do like a T intersection and then find roughly the halfway point on here and bring this out. And then that's where a roundabout could be. And then these can be bridges over. So they have multiple ways. Again, always want multiple ways in and out of different sections. So I want a 3-lane highway. And, yeah. Actually, you know what? I've never looked at this. Let's look at this. Interjunction, main. Interjunction yield, no. No parking, priority signs, yeah. And disable crosswalks. Yeah, that looks good to me. But I want to get rid of the keep open because we don't need that to keep staying open every time. Now that I finally figured out that's a thing. So that should have set this roundabout up properly. People yielding, and then, yeah, the people on the roundabout have priority, no crosswalks. So good. So that'll give us a way into the forestry there, way into the forestry there. Let's do a couple things here. First of all, let's come back over to where our ore is and paint a lot of ore in this area. This is all ore now. There we go. I still don't know where my oil industry is going to go. It may, I don't know, maybe out over this way across the highway where I have that. Maybe we'll do an oil industry out here. In fact, let's get rid of this. There we go. We don't need the farm to come out that far. I don't even want the farm coming out this far anymore. Let's bring that brush size right on down. I don't even know if I want this side to still be farm. I haven't made up my mind, so I'll leave it for now. You're right in through there, but this is going to be town. And I want to get rid of that yellow soil that's here. So we're just going to get rid of the fertile land, make it regular land, and move on with our lives. There we go. Bring that around there for you, Mr. Farm. And I don't know, is our farms boys or girls? I don't know that we know the answer to that question. And there, and there. So there. Perfect little farming area. And then for the trees, Jesus, I've lived in the South too long. For the trees, I want to figure out which trees we have. Looks like we've got a few different trees, actually. Is this one of them? Maybe the taller version of that? Yeah. So what we're going to do is bring our brush strength down, but the size way up. I thought I brought the brush strength down. Brush strength way down. It still just blankets it, doesn't it? Grr. Okay, well, what's the other tree then? Let's figure that out. I think it's this guy. Yeah, that's one of the other trees. So then we'll bring our brush strength on up and fill that in for really dense forestry here. Like really super dense. Can't have too many trees in forestry. So then when you go in and look at natural resources, boom, that's forestry. You know, no mistaking it whatsoever. So let's get some roads into our forestry area so that we can get this ball rolling. I'd like it to be right off of the same side as this. So what I'll do is just temporarily, space is already occupied. No, I don't believe so. Thank you. There we go. We'll come out one like that. Why is that in the air? No. Thank you. And now we can bulldoze that, and then we can get a bridge going over the top here. So we will come up 9 meters, even though it's not an active railroad, and we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Don't like how big it made that jump there, but whatever. And then we'll bring you down, and then I am going to go ahead and make these guys bridges as well. Just because I'm here making bridges and roads into the area, let's turn off anarchy. So 2 there. Can you get across then? You can. And then down in 1 square. Beautiful. And then same thing this side. Again, I just want them to have multiple ways in and out. You can't quite get to the same distance because the road's a little closer, but that's okay. So right, ooh, almost. So that gets it over, and then, oh no, let's actually just leave this one a bridge for now, since we have the railroad here. There we go, and then we'll come down. And we will try to line him up with the edge of that. There we go. So that bridge goes over just the railroad. This one goes over the highway and the railroad. This one is going to stay down here and then go back up because it's a little bit of a longer space. Very expensive roadworks, you know, that we build for our forestry industry here in Con. Because you guys still haven't given this city a name. Like, not one comment. Granted, don't get many viewers on this series either. Let's bring that out to here. Yeah, that looks good. So now they've got a couple ways around that way, and then this will inform where this road can go, which by inform I mean I'm going to do this again, and then bring that out 90 degrees, and then up for a bridge, 9 meters, because that seems to be what trains like for bridges, and then down 1 whole square's worth, not under the ground though. And then connect there, and then we can delete that bit in the roundabout. And it just dawned on me because I built roads in those roundabouts that I may have inadvertently screwed up yields. That's a new road, so it wasn't there. And then this is a new road, so it needs its rules set up. So you guys go on through, and you guys pause. And then same thing here. You go on through. Cool. And then what I think I'll do is have the main forestry building just like right here. It doesn't get many trucks. So we don't have to worry too much about truck traffic. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this whole area. Don't know how much of it will wind up needing, truth be told. But I am going to paint the whole area. There we go. So what I have here now is the town coming out this way, and then it can come up into back in here like I want to. Still have a bit of a buffer of where that's going to go. In fact, let's see, where does the natural conclusion of these two roads happen? It's this road conclusion, the natural conclusion. I'm just going to do a level crossing here. Maybe. Yeah. So we'll go straight out. I mean, no trains really come through there, so I don't need to even build the bridges. I just did it down in the forestry area just to make it look like, hey, maybe a train used to come down there. And then Yoko there. So see, that'll be like kind of this area here the city will fill. So I want to try to keep the forestry buildings at least 1 block away because they make a lot of noise. Like a lot. I think we'll be okay with just 4-lane roads without a bunch of roundabouts back here for these guys. It usually works out all right. I don't want to start building too much though. How many is that? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. That way I've got an idea of where I want to go. Alright, so, forestry. Wrong button. Forestry. There we go. Forestry main building. And where did we say we were going to put that? Like right up here off this roundabout if we can? May not fit. It'll fit. And see, they just don't get many trucks there, so it's okay to do that. What is not okay is the fact that they'll have 0 water. So let's bring it in following these guys here. Connect that one in a bit of a cheaty manner. Ooh, that's not going to quite connect. Okay, we're not going to follow the roads in this area because we can't. I mean, we could, but I'm not gonna. This is just easier and more cost-effective. I know it's not very realistic, but I think we gave up realism a long time ago. By the way, I'm going to continue City Skylines for quite a while, I think. I know not many people watch it, but I enjoy it. It's also one of my more popular live stream series. And I think what I'm going to do is when I get this city where I want it, I'm pretty sure the city that I've been using for the live streams will be about where I want to end that one too. And so we'll be able to just pick up an entirely new series that combines combines both the live stream and the completes series all into one city, so that I could do, like, you know, the archives of those could go live maybe a little sooner than 2 weeks that I'm currently doing for Twitch, maybe. Or, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I think it could be kind of a cool thing. And I know I'm not getting much done on the forestry here, but that's because infrastructure. We do have a huge industrial demand, though. So what I'd like to do real quick to satisfy some of that is, now that we've got this bit of the farm in, I want to come in here and put in just a few farm buildings. Let's go like 6 back from the intersection. I lost count. I can't count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7th one, and then over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Leave that blank. And then over here we'll do like 3 off like that. And then over here we'll do kind of the same thing. We'll do like 5 over here and come out to the end of that. And then we'll come like 3 off of that and go ahead and bring it on down a little bit. This will just let them create regular farms. Like, what I need to do is draw another zone, like a regular zone, on top of this. Like, they usually figure it out pretty quick, but just in case they don't, you come in and then you can say for the zoning for industry types that this is farming, so they will only build farming businesses here. Speed up time. We're doing all right as a city. $14 million, 50 million or 50,000 coming in. A little bit of traffic going in through there. I don't want to put too many businesses in here, just for the simple fact that it will start overwhelming traffic. But I do want to put a few in, just to get them in here. But not a lot. We'll see what that does. Actually, that's taking care of a lot of our industrial demand. Probably sneak one in down here like that without too much of an issue. Probably the same thing here. Probably do a little bit like that. And then maybe just a couple little guys here. Like, and I mean little guys. There we go. And that should be enough. If I need to, I can use this back row here. Oh, you don't have water, do you? You don't. Bless your heart. There you go. All right, so back to forestry where they have no power. So let's figure out how we're going to get power out to these guys. I really need the mod that just runs power through the road work. I guess for now, we can just run power lines out there until such a time as we have more stuff. So for now, we'll do that. Just to get him his power. There we go. Hey, he has 4 workers already. Awesome. And then the rest of the industry will go, like, back off in here. Like, this is going to kind of sit up here on its own. There might be a few storage buildings up here, but not a whole lot. Okay, so in our forestry industry, we currently can do forestry workers barracks, which I could probably do with a couple of those so that we have a place for the workers to come stay. They can sit by the intersections. Doesn't hurt a thing. In fact, that'll probably fill in these intersections nicely. That one intersects with the railroad. Okay. And then we can do a small tree plantation, a small sapling field. Then we have a sawmill, a biomass pellet plant, and a small log yard, as well as a sawdust storage bin. But we don't have anything for specialty buildings, I don't think, yet, that uses just lumber. I don't believe so, anyway. I could be wrong. Oh, no, we do. The furniture factory. Cool. So we could probably... Did we ever do the bakery? We never did the bakery. That's what I was going to put back here. Was the bakery. Do I want it all the way back here, though? Because he doesn't really have good access. Maybe we put the bakery here. Not a lot of storage there for the bakery. Let's see what he needs. He needs animal products, crops and flour. We do have flour mills, right? I did build flour mills, right? Uh-oh. Did I really not build? I did. I was about to say, did I not build any flour mills? I only built 2, though. So we can maybe do with a couple more flour mills along the back for our farming area. Flour mill, flour mill, flour mill. That's hard to say fast. Yeah, let's do a couple more of these back here. Hopefully they won't be too noisy. And then we will do some storage up here for the bakery. Just right near it. We will... What do you store? You only store crops. So we'll put in a barn. Yeah, nobody stores anything but crops, which is a little disappointing because I don't want to use these warehouses. But I guess I don't have much of a choice. So, we need another one kind of close to there, but if I put it on this edge, it's just going to create a lot of trucks. Because basically what I want to do is make this one animal products, this one flour. And then they'll store their crops there. And then hopefully they can just deliver to there. Actually, I should put that over there and these over there. Because now they'll go around. Oh, well. Right now he has everything he needs. So, and that will also contribute to how much money this industry area is making, which is currently 20 grand. So half of our income is coming from that area. Whereas this area is probably just costing us money. Yep. I want to turn these on. And then let's get to building a little bit of the forestry area since we're running out of time here. And we'll figure out where to put the furniture factory. Don't you worry. So, let's do... Trying to figure out how I want these roads to go. I don't want just a bunch of... I don't want a grid out here. Like, I'd like them to kind of weave throughout the area. So let's kind of figure out what that looks like. But we don't need a lot of tight bends, because the tight bends prevent you from putting buildings on them. They don't want to cooperate. I learned that the hard way. So that'll be like a main way around there. And then we can have like roads that kind of crisscross, just like 2-lane roads maybe. Ooh, that one goes way up high. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. And then, of course, we can have some more over back in here. So instead of that coming out like that, I don't know why I paused. Let's do this. Let's continue this on down here to this guy over here. I know I said I'm going to have a little bit of buffer, and I will. But this will at least give the trucks a way in and out. And then we'll just reconnect this just right wherever it wants to. And then, really don't know where I want to put everything. I don't want to create a traffic problem. I know that much. That's kind of a weird arced road, and I kind of like it. So we're going to keep it. And then we'll put in some of the tree stuff in here. I wonder if they'll get electricity being there. Probably not. So what we'll do is like one here to be our bridge to power. And then we just want to space these out, which is really hard to see with all these trees. We don't want them all right next to one another because, again, trucks. But I do want a pretty good number of them. Sometimes the curve of the road takes care of it for you. And then I think over to this side will be like where the little hatchling trees are, the tree nursery. So there, and we'll stop there. And then this should be like right here, the backside of this should be enough of a sound barrier to prevent there being any issues from traffic noise. So then we can do like a road down off of this, roughly in the middle. Just a level crossing is fine. That comes out to about there, and then what we'll do is not choose buses, but come in and start doing stuff like our sawmills and things like that. Do a couple sawmills down through here. And then what else do we have? We have biomass pellet plant. So we'll throw a couple. Ooh, they're big boys. Okay. Let's see if we can't get a couple of these down here. And then a small log yard. Oh, that's small? Really? That's small? Okay, if you say so. Throw in a couple of these here and there for storage. And then a couple of sawdust storage places to store just a few more things. Because storage is good? I don't know. Yeah, why don't you go right there? And that is the beginning of our forestry industry. We will pick that up next time. It is a lake logging area. There is no lake anywhere nearby. So whatever. But we will be making paper and planed timber. Which, what does the furniture factory need? We may be able to go ahead and build that. You need planed timber and paper. Awesome. So we could, like, throw him in. Oh, he's really big. I guess we could throw him in, like, here. Just right across from all that. That way it's not coming out of the roundabout to bring him things. Let's get him right up against that road there. I think that'll look really cool. And then we will put in just a couple of smaller warehouses here. So that they can hold the paper. Oops, not flour. The paper and plain timber, which will go to there. And make furniture. And then I want to get him included in our industry area. If he's not already. He's in the farming area. So we're just going to extend this over to include him. So any money he makes will get counted for them. They've already upgraded. Don't know what to. But, oh wow, we're not making enough raw resources. But that's okay. We'll get that taken care of. But that'll be in the next video. And until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to once again just go stare at a random highway and stay vainglorious.